This fourth route is the North Ridge route on Gartmorn Dam. Immediately starts with what I've described as a minor hazard, mainly because I wasn't paying attention. I'd intended going right here, but this area that I called the Junction, I actually picked my path left. You can see the signpost there. Now this is probably my favourite route. It's about 3/4 of a mile, right along the north side of Gartmorn Farm. It is a little uneven in places, but by and large, I think I took the whole route more or less flat out. So I'm doing 8 miles an hour, and maybe just a touch more on the downhill bits. So through the forest, the perfect track for an off-road scooter. And because we're actually climbing to the highest point around the Gartmorn area, we're going uphill and then downhill. Although it's such a long, slow gradient, you barely notice it. These odd stops are just me, perhaps, if the scooter is on a slight side slope, picking my way a bit more easily. But as you can see, there's not much to be concerned about, and plenty of opportunity to take in the scenery. It's a nice wide track, wide enough for 2 people walking side by side, which is about the perfect width for an off-road scooter. You could probably come along here on any scooter. It's getting to and from it, of course, is always the slightly tricky bit. I'm obviously enjoying myself because I haven't taken my hand off the accelerator hardly at all. Now at this point, must be about the top of the hill because I notice we're starting to head downwards and picking up pace. There are the odd muddy patch, the odd pothole, but no major boulders, which is what really catches you. And lots of nice forest scenery to look at. It's quite open towards the left because we're actually skirting the north side of the farm, so it's farmland falling away from the trees. It's the perfect track. Little bits to stop and have a look round if I wanted, but today I'm mainly trying to film the track start to finish as part of my Gartmorn Forest Park guide series. Now the end of this track, if I wanted, I can pick other tracks down towards the dam itself, which are accessible in the visitor centre. I tend to avoid the west side of Gartmorn Dam access because it's a much longer route for me to get there, and I'm very tight for range to get there and back. So it's easier for me to come in this north side from Colsnotton, and saves me 4 or 5 miles in range. So I can go that much further once I reach the park. You can see now we're going steadily downhill. But barely easing off. There's a lot less vibration in the camera on this track, as you can notice, so that's a lot less rocks in the path. It's a nice firm track. If there was 50 more miles of these round here, I'd be really excited. But this is enough for now. I know there are more tracks towards the west to explore, which I will do and post videos of them. The odd little bump, but just spinning down a stop there now. That will be one of 3 things. Either I'm getting round a slightly rough and side slope, or I'm giving my brakes a test because I'm picking up speed, or I'm blowing my nose. Anyway, we've got back going. I like to test the brakes periodically if I've been through mud, which I was earlier on this route, or because it's engine retardation, just to check it's working. And this is looking interesting. You can see down below us there, just the top of the screen, a minor hazard. Now, this particular minor hazard is a set of gates to slow people down across the track. These are beautifully designed gates, nice wooden gates. They match the forest environment, and they're at the perfect offset to navigate round. It does slow me down, but getting round is no problem. And as I turn through the space, you can see the space is wide enough. Probably, well, I know, because the farm owner's daughter has horses and uses this track. And so a horse and legs are slightly wider, so it's better for a scooter. Now then, of course, we immediately hit another minor hazard. Just to the end of this track, there is a very short but steep incline, steeper than it looks, and it takes us onto the Gartmorn Farm track. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.